Do we want Jinder Mahal to go there as one-time champion, long-reigning one-time champion? Or do we want Jinder Mahal to go there as the two-time reigning defending WWE champion? Okay, because that means that would mean Shinsuke would have to lose it back
if they actually end up doing that.
They would. The only reason they put the title on him in the first place was because they were going to India.
Or just to get the audience, which they don't necessarily need to be directly in India for. I've heard reports that supposedly they're not attracting the viewership in India like they have.
No, they're actually losing subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. They
which
lost
is
subscribers.
making me think that, you know what? My fandom aside, Shinsuke is probably going to win this.
But once again, goes back to the fact of when has the WWE ever listened to its fan base?
WrestleMania 31?
Yeah, and then they put him against Kane and killed the title reign. That's it.
But they did it at the time.
Yeah.
Again, it's not like they've got a completely flawed track record. I mean, I know it's WWE, but...
Wasn't it 30?
Oh, yeah, it was 30.
What
30. Am I saying? 31. Blorb. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Sorry.
So which is
I really...
Okay, he didn't make his full official prediction.
Follow your heart. Form the spirit bomb. Put your hands to the sky.
Still with the DBZ reference, huh?
It will never leave. It will never leave. I'll tell you
what. Fuck it, I'm going Jinder.
I'll be that guy.
I believed in you.
Jeff, when do you know Brian ever following his heart?
It's always my pessimistic brain from hell because I know the company I'm dealing with. That's it.
If you don't believe in yourself, believe in me who believes in you. All right.
Okay.
Next.
I'm the next, huh? Okay.
It's a general sweeping motion to you both.
Yeah. Did you hear how he said next?
Next.
Bastards.
Don't make me quote another anime over here. I will do it.
Just don't.
I can quote SpongeBob for you.
No!
That doesn't count. Anyway, moving on.
Quote a good Nickelodeon show. You know what I'm talking about.
I know. Go ahead.
Fool, you're gonna hate me.
Don't you say it.
You're gonna hate me.
Don't do
Come
it.
to the dark side. We have cookies.
Don't. Form a spirit bomb. Spirit bomb.
Okay, well, I'm Kid Boo that took control over that spirit bomb. I'm going with Jinder on this one.
Damn your references.
It's only because they're going to India. They would want, even though they're losing audience, it's the man who they're pushing as the India guy going into India as WWE champion. I want Shinsuke to win. Trust me. How much of my disdain for Jinder has been through this show, and hell, even when we were watching Smackdown since he won the damn thing.
We went 20 minutes on the SummerSlam prediction show just talking about how Jinder sucks ass.
Trust me, this title reign is a fail. Through and through. Since Shinsuke's his number 2 feud since he won the title. It's been the same thing over and his matches it's pretty much been Miz 2.0 with Jinder Mahal. Him and Miz are pretty much the same storyline right now. A champion with 2 lackeys who interfere in his matches to keep the belt on him. That's both of their storylines right now.
Except the Miz is over.
Except the Miz is entertaining and good on the mic, and yes, over. Jinder is none of those things. He sucks. He's honestly the worst champion, period.
Which is why I'm saying that, you know what? Anyone can see this. Viewership is down. Subscriptions are down. Take the damn belt off him. Don't let him lead your brand. Leave it to Shinsuke.
Oh, trust me. I would love to give it to Shinsuke. But no, it's not going to be that way. And Vince McMahon's out of his cuckoo Cocoa Puffs mind. And
I will jump for joy if Shinsuke Nakamura wins the title. I will gladly take the L on this one.
Me too. I would be too. I want Shinsuke to win, especially with this stupid as shit storyline they're giving them.
But here's what I'm thinking, though. Yes, it is WWE. However, if there's one way to get through to the powers that be in WWE, Vince McMahon included, you hit their bottom line. They're losing subscribers. You talk to them in money. They're not getting the support they thought they were from the Indian crowd, from the Indian audience. They're not recouping They're not getting a return on their investment. Some bean counters are going to get into Vince McMahon's ear and say, that Jinder guy isn't really working like we thought. Get the belt off him. So that's when they're finally going to end this damn thing and then just give it to Shinsuke.
Vince McMahon is Mr. Plinkett?
Yes.
That's what you sounded like right there.
Gotta
bring out the pizza roast.
Dave's ready. Here we go.
Dave,
I'm winding up.
I know exactly. I know what he's going
End
for.
it.
Here, just give me the pen for 1 second.
No. I'm the controller of... I'm marking off the run sheet.
Fine.
He likes to write things.
All right. So, this feud's taking me back to a time where the WWE was at its absolute worst. 1995. The only thing I can think of is King Mabel versus Diesel for the WWF Championship at SummerSlam.
Who's Shinsuke Nakamura?
It doesn't matter who's who.
I'm just curious.
Is
he Mabel?
Well, if he's not the champion at the moment, then yes.
Shinsuke is Big Daddy Cool, and we all know it.
Well, hold on.
Cool guy, leather pants. I mean, come on.
So,
long hair.
This feud with Nakamura, and I'm at the risk of not being invited back because I'm going to really probably piss off Jeff. This feud with Nakamura was the worst idea that they could have done for Jinder Mahal as a champion for two reasons. One, you have a cult crowd that obviously wants Shinsuke Nakamura to win, and they're not going to give anything else a chance other than, you finally put him in the title picture, why aren't you giving him the championship? That's one, and that's kind of my new point. The main point that I have is, you have a guy, Mahal, he's not great on the microphone, but he's decent. What he really needed was a guy who could work a varied style, which obviously Shinsuke can't. I'm sorry, but he can't. And Shinsuke has zero microphone skills. Because, and it's no fault of his, native Japan, it's his accent that kills it. You can't give a fluent promo. That's not his strong suit. It's not. But this whole feud sucks. Jinder's title run sucks. Honestly, at this point, I would not even be a fan of Nakamura winning the title. Because, as I'm going to repeat what everybody else has said, they haven't gotten to India. They're not going to give half a shit if he wanted a second time in his home country. Quite frankly, obviously none of us would give a shit. I don't think so. Okay. Jinder Mahal wins the championship, and I'm going to make the bold prediction right here, right now. He keeps the title until Royal Rumble. And Nakamura Styles WrestleMania. That's what I think they're going to set up for. But I think that they're going to give the Royal Rumble victory to Nakamura.
I knew it.
Not to Styles. I think
Styles... So they'll have Styles beat him
that's
at
right.
the Royal Rumble.
Styles is the champion.
Styles will be the champion going into Royal Rumble.
That's what I said when he's like, you saw his idea, but reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, well, first of all, I do want to say that I pretty much agree. I agree with you on the sentiment that this whole feud between Mahal and Nakamura is a total mismatch.
Mm-hmm.
They just do not... Shinsuke needs someone who is a bit... Not someone stronger, because he's a strong enough personality on its own. He's just... Yes, obviously he's not a native English speaker, so they need to do something with that. But Jinder just doesn't have the chops to cut it just on his own. They both need someone...
I mean, they're both growing into their roles.
Yeah, Jinder is green, and Shinsuke is just adapting to a new culture. Both of these guys needed a different setup of opponents. It was way too early for them to meet.
And
that's the bottom line.
And honestly, and Jinder needed another strong personality to try and help him get over. Randy Orton wasn't that personality. He's at the twilight of his career. And truthfully, and like I was saying, Styles Nakamura, WrestleMania with Styles as champion. Maybe not me per se, but you guys are going to sit here and you're going to say, wow, I actually really enjoyed that feud between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, and Jinder Mahal, because even though it was never AJ's strong suit, that's the biggest improvement he's made since coming to the WWE, is a great microphone personality. And he can help get a match over other than how great he is in the ring. So I feel that months from now we're all going to sit here and say that. Jinder needs that, but by the time we get to that point and he loses the title, it's going to be too little, too late. Everyone's going to be too happy about the possibilities to come.
You sell that right, but I don't know. I'm still not totally convinced. I hope one of these two things happens. I hope he either wins the title, takes it off of Jinder Mahal right now.
Meaning Nakamura.
Yes,
okay.
I hope Nakamura takes it off takes the title off of him right now and just drives a nail into the coffin of this awful, awful feud. But if that doesn't happen, I'm not sure if Nakamura winning the Royal Rumble will be adequate reparation for this. I would certainly love it, but number one, I'm not sure if it would be a good enough equivalent exchange. And not for nothing, I'm also not convinced yet that they're actually going to do that. I hope they build him up that way. I hope he'll be built as a strong contender for it.
What's your better alternative? Roman Reigns winning it again?
I didn't say I've got a better alternative. My focus is strictly on Nakamura right now and the role he's going to play in essentially just fixing the WWE title scene as it is right now. Because Jinder Mahal, if they leave the title on Jinder anymore, it's going to be even more painful than it was.
Honestly,
so this isn't, just to be clear here, the focus of this is not, get the title on Shinsuke as fast as possible because I love Shinsuke Nakamura, blah, blah, blah. This is more an emergency. Shinsuke right now is basically a emergency get the title off of Jinder button.
When is Starrcade, by the way? November, right? The weekend
I believe it is November, yes.
The weekend of Thanksgiving. And they're still not in India at that point. So
I'm not convinced. No, because India is the middle of December, right?
Yep.
I'm not convinced it'll last that long. I'm not convinced in the slightest.
And truthfully, one more point, and then we'll get to the last match. And I'm sorry to keep retracting you guys, but okay. I was looking at something on Twitter, and I think somebody put a graph next to one another with WWE at its peak, meaning in television popularity, versus when, like now. Obviously, the attendance is down, obviously, in the arenas. Obviously, the ratings are down for television. Obviously, with the way that digital media is right now, you're not going to get the same television audience. Everybody's going to watch it either on the network or, Hulu or what have you, right? WWE right now is making more money than it ever has, even at the peak of the Attitude Era. And between sponsors, between partnerships, between this, between that, like they're making money hand over fist. That's not the issue, because I think it was you, Jeff, that was saying like the money's going to talk, and somebody's like, "Well, this Jinder guy's not working out." Can't we see like they don't give a shit about that because they're already making their money anyway? It's sad. Like that's why I like watching NXT. Like I'll keep watching WWE. It's wrestling, and there's guys that whether I shared a locker room with them once before or whatever, or I'm just a fan of these guys because I've watched them since, let's say, Ring of Honor or Japan for whatever, for argument's sake. I'm invested in these guys for the long haul, and I'll watch WWE because I want to watch them perform on WWE television. I want them to succeed. But if we're making the argument on it's money, they're going to lose money, this, that. They're making money hand over fist right now. It makes no difference.
I would disagree with that strictly because of just how they view the revenue streams. Yes, they're still making a lot of money, but they're, again, going back to the whole analogy, millionaires who should be billionaires.
True.
There's still a lot of room for growth here, as clearly evidenced by lower live event sales and whole portions of the arena being tarped off. Those are, I'm sure,